Shalom, shalom. This is the brothers Abba coming back with another lesson. Lord willing, this will be edifying. Alright. Shabbat shalom. So I'd like to start off this video by giving our honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutation, and blessings unto the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, those who are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments until the return of Yahweh Shai. Alright, Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying. So I wanted to jump into Mark 5. Okay, so I through the Spirit, I believe that's a edifying book. So Lord willing, we'll go through the whole book, break it down, and Lord willing, someone or even myself, I may be edified through this reading. Okay. So it says here, Mark 5:1, and they came over unto the other side of the sea, unto the country of the Gadarenes. And when he was come out of the ship, immediately there met him out of the tomb a man with unclean spirit. Okay, so you know that even at camp, when we're at camp, you see all sorts of demons jumping on people, manifesting when we're at camp, and that's because they sense the spirit. Okay, it's a spiritual thing, man. We have eyes to see and we understand, man. Okay, we're not walking in darkness. We know that there's spirits hopping on people, so you're either walking in the spirit of truth or in the spirit of error. And if you're not walking in righteousness, you're leaving your body for Satan to hop on you at any moment. Okay, so it says here, and when he was verse 2, and when he was come out of the ship, immediately there met him out of the tomb a man with an unclean spirit, which had his dwelling among the tombs, and no man could bind him, no, not with chains. See, because he had been often bound with feathers and chains had been plucked asunder by him, and the feathers broken in pieces, neither could any man tame him. And always, night and day, he was in the mountain and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with stones. So okay, so you see these people bugged out, man. You see someone with a drug addict, it's because he has a drug demon on him. You're a flamer. You like to man sleeping with man. You got a demon on you. All these other, like this guy was bugging out. Now why? Because he had demons on him. He was in the tombs. He had an unclean spirit. So he was always near uncleanness, filthiness. He was in the tombs, okay, around corruption. He was cutting himself always. If you're cutting yourself, you're unclean already, So it says here, but when he saw Yahweh Shai afar off, he ran and worshipped him. Okay, so even like I said before, the demons know who's who. The demons, they know who are serving Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity. That's why when we set up camp, you see a lot of activity. Someone might be screaming over there. Someone might be, cussing us out over there. Other people might be laughing that way. Because when you're out there in the highways and byways, you make yourself subject to those spirits. You make yourself a spectacle. And the demons that are around, that are on these people, they witness us, man. As it says, we have a cloud of witnesses. Okay, not only the people that are walking, but also in the spiritual sense, the demons that are on them are also seeing us, and the angels as well. Okay. So again, as soon as Yahushua stepped in, that guy that was possessed by an unclean spirit, he came and he worshipped Yahushua. Why? Because even the devils fear, as it says, thou believe that there is one power, thou doest well, but even the demons fear and tremble at the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay? So it says here, and he cried with a loud voice and said, what have I to do with thee, Yahweh Shai, thou son of the Most High? I adjure thee by the Most High that thou torment me not. Are thy come before our time to torment us? Okay, so the fact that the righteous are an abomination even to behold unto the wicked, they don't like to see us in the highways and byways. They might just be passing by. They don't even know what we're talking about, but the look on their face, like it's hate. They might not even know what you're saying, but they're just gonna hate just because, man. Just because they have demons on them. Okay, they might not even know what you're talking about. They already hate you, man. Because they know that our message is not for the world. Our message is a message only for those that hearken unto the words of Yahweh Shem Shai. It's not for everyone, man. Okay, it's not for those that are plagued with demons. Yeah? Ultimately, our message is for those that are trying to get rid of those demons. Okay, and the demons know that we're not for their turn. Okay, so that's why even that guy with the demons, he told Yahushua, torment me not, for he said unto him, come out of the man, thou unclean spirit. And he asked him, what is thy name? And he answered, saying, my name is Legion, for we are many. Okay, so again, that guy had many demons on him, right? So just as these people, man, how many, that was back then. Imagine nowadays, man, all these people that took the juice, all these people that are with the ABCD agenda, all these stars, celebrities, man, the people that are put on pedestal, they have many demons, right? And those are the people that are being pushed out as idols in the world. So now you got little girls looking up to Cardi B and Beyonce and Nicki Minaj, and you got men and you got young boys looking up to Lil Durk, Future, and all this, knowing them well that these people are wicked, So they have many demons in there, and by doing that, they putting many demons on people, man. So again, it says here, and I besought him that he besought him much that he would not send them away out of the country. Now there was nigh unto the mountains a great herd of swine feeding. And all the devils besought him, saying, send us unto the swine, that we may enter into them. And forthwith Yahushua gave them leave. Okay, Yahushua controls these demons. Yahushua even controls Satan, because Yahushua made Satan. Okay, Yahushua was the first spirit created of the Lord of Yahweh, and Yahweh gave him the blueprints to create everything that is created. Without him was nothing that was made created. Okay, so again it says here, and forthwith Yahushua gave them leave, and the unclean spirits went and entered into the swine, and the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea. They were about 2,000. And they were choked in the sea. So at the end of the day, you have to know that even these demons, man, the whole purpose is to destroy you. Like I said, if you're not walking in the spirit of truth, you're walking in the spirit of error, and that spirit of error will only lead you into destruction, will lead you into death. Okay. So it says here, and they came unto Yahushua, and they that came to Yahushua, and seeing him that was possessed with, the devil, and had the legion sitting and clothed and in his right mind, they were afraid. They didn't understand, man. So like we were reading before, this guy daily, every day he was in the tomb, every day he was in the mountains, cutting himself up, crying, crying aloud, This guy was possessed. This guy was bugged out. And now they see him next to Yahushua, clothed and in his right mind. They were astonished. They didn't know what to think, man. So it says what? And they that saw it told them how it befell to them that were possessed with the devil, and also concerning the swine. And they began to pray him to depart out of the coast. So they were so they didn't even understand what was going on, to the point where they had to ask Yahushua to leave. As I say, they fear what they do not understand. Okay. And in fact, some people even thought that Yahushua had demons. Those wicked Pharisees saying that Yahushua was casting out demons by Beelzebub. So yeah. So it says here, and when he was coming to the ship, he that had been possessed with the devil prayed him that he might be with him. So this is a thing pertaining to Lot. Everyone has their position on the earth, man. When you come on the earth, you have a certain mission that the Lord has given you to do. Okay, and for that specific man, it was for him to be healed out of those demons, and to prophesy, and to be a witness unto Yahushua in that place. His purpose was not to come and follow Yahushua, but rather to be a witness of what Yahushua did for him. Okay, for his testimony to bring forth believers. His purpose was not to go and follow after Yahushua, but to preach, to spread the message of how Yahushua healed him, and how to tell people to turn to the Father. It says here, howbeit Yahushua suffered him not, but said unto him, go, thy friend, and tell them how great things the Lord had done for thee, and had compassion on thee. So that was his whole purpose. His mission was not to go around following Yahushua, but to be a follower in Yahushua, by pushing for how Yahushua delivered him out of those demons. That was his testimony. He was supposed to push for how the Lord saved him and had compassion on him and took away those demons from him, so that people, when hearing that, they would believe that Yahushua is the one. Okay. So it says here, and he departed and began to publish, he began to publish in Decapolis how great things Yahushua had done for him, and all men did marvel. So again, so you have to imagine, all these people knew him as the bug out. Everyone saw him, yo, this guy's a bug out. Every day this guy's cutting himself up. This guy, surely he's possessed with many demons. And then one day he comes and he's in his right mind. All men did marvel because this guy, they remembered this guy, man. This guy was a bug out, and now he's in his right mind. He's clothed. He's telling people that a man, Yahushua, came and took away those demons from off him, and had mercy on him and cleaned him up. Okay. As it says, Yahushua came to give them more life, to give them that believe more life. Okay. So again, not everyone has a lot of being a preacher or a teacher. Okay, how can everyone be teachers if everyone is a teacher? Who is to be learned? Okay, there has to be believers, there has to be ministers, there has to be there's different roles to play in the body of Yahushua. We're all different members, but we're all part of the same body, reaching towards the same goal, which is salvation, and which is serving the Lord in truth and sincerity. Okay, we can't all be teachers, we can't all be prophets, we can't all be apostles. There's ranks, there's levels. Play your role, play your lot. Okay? So again, when he departed from Yahushua, he didn't just go and chill, oh, Tawada Yahushua, let me go chill. No, man, he went out and he pushed forth the word. He told people what happened unto him so that people would turn to the faith. It says, and all men marvel. All men did marvel. So how many people did he convert? That was part of the work. Okay, that was fruit that he did. Even if no one converted, he still pushed the word. He did something for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, so it says here, and when Yahushua was passed over again by ship unto the other side, much people gathered unto him, and he was nigh unto the sea. And behold, there came one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name, and when he saw him, he fell at his feet and besought him greatly, saying, my little daughter lieth at the point of death. I pray thee, come and lay thy hand on her, that she may be healed and she may live. So again, that goes into having faith. Okay, you come to Yahushua asking him to come save my daughter. Taking that first step shows that you have faith. Because if you didn't believe, you wouldn't have asked Yahushua for that, man. So again, he believed in Yahushua, so he went to Yahushua to ask for him to heal his daughter. Okay. And Yahushua went with him, and much people followed him and thronged him. So there was a lot of people, So there was like a mosh pit, A large crowd was following Yahushua at that time, man. So it says here, and he suffered many things, Salakia, and a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years. So this woman was sick for the past 12 years, okay, and had suffered many things. Salakia has suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing bettered, but grew worse. When she heard that Yahushua came in the press behind, Salakia, when she heard that Yahushua came in the press behind and touched his garment, for she said, if I may but touch his clothes, I shall be whole. Whole meaning full, meaning healed. If I only touch his garment, I will be healed. And that shows great faith. Okay? Because you have to remember, I like this chapter, because it not only does it tell you how Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has healed those people, but also it tells you a little bit of their backstory. Okay? So again, it tells you for 12 years this woman was suffering of an illness. She went to go see doctors, physicians, and to no avail. She spent all her money. Okay? But all she had to do to be healed was to go and touch Yahushai's garment. Yahweh Shai came to give us life, and that we may have it more abundantly unto them that believe. Yahweh Shai is the physician, okay? And he is, all those that believe, he will make whole, okay? You see? But again, for her to everything, nothing worked. Nothing worked. She went to physicians, she went to doctors. She spent all her money. You have to put that in your mind. She spent all that she had. 12 years you've been suffering. And now you're telling yourself, at this point, you're at the point where you're telling yourself, if I just touch this man's garment. Like, in a sense, if you tell that, if you're talking to someone in the world, they'll think like, yo, what kind of solution is that? That's not even a solution. You're gonna touch his clothes and you think you're gonna be all right? No, man. You know. But according to faith, as it says, to man it is impossible, but for the Lord everything is possible. There is nothing that is impossible for Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So by her having that faith, that just by touching her his garment she will be whole, that's exactly what happened unto her, man. If you have faith as but a mustard seed, you'll be able to move mountains. And that's exactly what she did for 12. You have to put that in perspective. 12 whole years suffering of an illness. And that wasn't like today, 2023, man. That was back then, man. You could have a cough, and that cough will lead you to death. Okay? You see? 12 years. But again, all that was made for it to be written, and for it to be and for that her action, the action of her being healed, might serve as a testimony to gather the elect. Okay? For the faith, to increase the faith in those that would hear that story. And again, it's all about faith. Okay? Again, all those people that saw the man with demons, they told Yahweh Shai to leave. They had no faith. They were walking in darkness. Okay? Not knowing that the light was there. Instead of asking the Lord, could you tell me how you did this, or even showing faith, instead of that they kicked him out because they were afraid, because they didn't know who was in front of them. Okay? But that woman and that what was his name? Salakia. Jaru, the ruler of a synagogue. Jaru. Okay, so he was a high exalted man in pertaining to the Pharisees and the Sadducees. He was a ruler, because you have to put in perspective also that not all Pharisees and all Sadducees were wicked. It told you that many believed in the Lord, but because of their position, they didn't want to confess him openly. Okay? But of course, maybe there's some that did confess him openly and got rebuked and got kicked out of the synagogue for that. You know? But anyways, that all goes into having faith, man. All these little things, like, there's a reason why they're telling you about their backstory. Okay? It's for you to understand that, like, before they met Yahweh Shai, they were going through hell. Before Yahweh Shai healed them and had compassion on them, they were through. Okay? Until Yahweh Shai came and changed them. That's the same for everyone that comes into the truth, man. Because before you're in the truth, you're walking in filthiness. You're walking in your ignorance. You're walking after the lust of the Gentiles. You're through in the mind, man. You're dead. Okay? But after Yahweh Shai cleans you up through the word, he cleanses you through the word. Now you're in your right mind. Now you know what is right from wrong. Okay? So like, now you know right from wrong. Now you're walking after righteousness. Now you cannot be deceived and walk in the ways of death. You know? All this because Yahweh Shai has opened your mind to know the truth. Okay? So it says here, and when she heard that Yahweh Shai, Salakia, for she said, if I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood dried up. Straight away, as soon as she touched it. Straight away, man. Yo. Instant blessing, man. For her faith, man. Okay? As soon as she believed, man. As soon as she said it in her mind, as soon as she touched it, man, boom, the Lord manifests what she was hoping for. Alright? Straight away her blood was dried up, and she felt it in her body that she was healed from that plague. She felt it. She felt the spirit, man. She knew, oh man, this man, his garment saved me, man. This ain't no serpent juice. This ain't no petroleum based medicine. Okay, this ain't no false psychology. This ain't no therapy. Okay, this some real spiritual healing, man. Okay, that Yahushua did, man. Because what? He is the bread of life. Okay. So it says here, Yahushua immediately knowing in himself that virtue was gone out of him, turned him about the press and said, Who touches me? Who touches my clothes? And his disciples said unto him, Thou seest the multitude throwing thee, and sayest thou who touches me? So there's a multitude of people. There's a multitude of people, man. Imagine being surrounded by imagine being at a concert. There's a bunch of people to your left, to your front, to your back, to your right. There's a bunch of people surrounding you. But then Yahweh, in that situation, Yahweh is saying, yo, who's touching me? You know? And then the disciples are like, yo, how are you saying this? You know? But at the end of the day, Yahweh knew, but he was just doing it for prophecy's sake, you know? Yeah, I just you know, sometimes I think, man, Lord willing, man, in that chariot, man, we like when we that puts it in my mind, man. When we're in the chariot and celebrating, and we see Yahweh and we see how cool of a Jake he is, you know, how cool of a master he is, man. When we get Lord willing, I'm a part of that number, but you know, I pictured these things, man. Imagine being beamed up, and Yahweh is there telling you, congratulations, you know, well done, faithful servant, you know. No, now you are my friend. You're not my servant. I consider you a friend. Imagine how cool Yahweh is, man. You know. But again, so it says here, and his disciples said unto him, Thou seest the multitude throwing thee, and sayest thou, Who touches me? And he looked around about to see her that had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what was done in her, came and fell down before him and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, Daughter, thy faith has made thee whole. Your belief in me has healed you. Okay? Shit, man, let me bring out this precept. Let me bring out this precept real quick. Okay. Bear with me. I know it's in Wisdom of Solomon. Here we go. Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 12. For it was neither herb nor mollifying plasters that restored them to health, but thy word, O Lord, which healeth all things. What heals all things? The word. Okay? The word. We are cleansed through the word. The word is life. The word profited because it's life. Okay? And who's the word? The word is Yahweh Shai. So by believing in Yahweh Shai, by believing in the word, you will be whole. Okay? Because at the end of the day, what's the end of our faith? Like I love to say, as it is written, the end of our faith is salvation. What is salvation? The fact that we're not going to be, the fact that we're going to escape judgment, not be partaker of the judgment of this wicked kingdom, but also what comes after that salvation, eternal life. Okay? And that's eternal health. Okay? But that all comes through your belief in the word. What is our victory? Our victory is our faith in Yahweh Shai. Okay? It's through our faith. It's through our faith that we can obtain these blessings. Just as that woman was healed through her faith, it says what, as Yahweh Shai said, thy faith has made thee whole. Okay? Because you believed in me, you were made whole. And again, in that precept in Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 12, it says what? It was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health. So it wasn't no medicine. It wasn't no, like I said, no gin and juice, serpent juice that brought them back to health. The issues of death coming from the Lord. Okay? If you have a disease, if you have a disease, it's because the Lord said that disease upon you to humble you. Okay? For you to turn to the Lord. It's like giving you an opportunity to turn to Him. It says, if anyone's sick, go into the elders that he may place his hand and pray for thee. Okay? Everything is for you to turn back to the Lord, man. Okay? But again, it's for you also not to trust in the medicine, but rather trust in the Lord. Before you even go to the doctor, before you even do all these things, you have to pray. Because Yahweh Shai is the source of all things, man. He create evil, he create good. He create light, he create darkness. Okay? So if you're going through hell, it's because the Lord is making you go through hell. Okay? It's not happening unto you by coincidence. It's the Lord making it happen to you, man. Okay? So again, that the medicine is good, but before the medicine, it's the Lord, man. You have to go and seek for the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai before you even turn to the doctors. You know? Because it says, what? My daughter, thy faith had made thee whole. Her faith has made thee whole, not medicine. She went to doctors. She went to physicians. She spent all her money for 12 years, man. You can imagine. You can imagine how desperate she was, man. To the point where she said, oh, yo, at this point, man, if I just can touch his clothes, I will be healed. You know? That it got to the point where, yo, that's my only solution. I tried everything. The only thing that can heal me at this point is touching this man's clothes. And it happened. As she believed, so was it done unto her. So it says here, verse 35, while he yet spake, there came from the ruler of the synagogue's house certain men, which said, thy daughter is dead. Why troublest thou the master any further? Okay, so again, these people, in a sense, they had demons on them. You know, Yahushua came to do something. Yahushua came to heal that girl, and you're trying to stop the master. You're trying to stop Yahushua from doing the purpose that he came to do, because you believe that daughter is dead. Nah, man, move out of the way, man. Okay. So it said, as soon as Yahushua heard the word that was spoken, he said unto the ruler of the synagogue, be not afraid, only believe. Faith is a weapon. Okay? Our weapons are not carnal, man, but spiritual. All we have to do is believe, man. Through our belief in the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, we can obtain salvation. Fear not, only believe. The Lord has not given us the spirit of fear. Okay? So whatever situation is thrown upon you, you still have to keep the faith no matter what. Okay? Because at the end of the day, the Lord will not suffer you more than you can endure. Everything that you're going through, you have to know in your head that the Lord is making me making me go through it because he knows I can overcome it. Ultimately, the whole point of me going through this hell is to overcome it, and I come out a better creature, a perfected being, man. This whole story of life is for the elect, the hopeful elect, to come out as a perfect, come out perfected, come out as gold out of the furnace of adversity. You see? So it says here, and he suffered no man to follow him, save Peter, James, and John, the brother of James. And he cometh to the house of the ruler of the synagogue, and seeth tumult, and them that wept and wailed greatly. And when he was in, he said unto them, why maketh ye this ado, and weep? This damsel is not dead, but sleepeth. Yo, why are you crying? Why are you bugging? She's asleep, man. But it says what? But they laughed him to scorn. They mocked, they scoffed. They were unbelievers, man. Okay? And imagine, you're mocking, you're scoffing. This guy has come to save the man's daughter, and you're there, you're mocking. You're making this guy go to hell even more, man. Imagine. Everyone's telling you, your daughter is dead. But again, you have one man telling you only believe. Fear not, only believe. But you have the rest of the world telling you your daughter is dead. You know? So it says here, and he took the damsel by the hand and said unto her, Talitha Quamai, which is really Quam, which means arise. Okay? Which is being interpreted, damsel, I say unto thee, arise. So I believe Talitha might have been her name. You know, because Hebrew is a simple language. You know, it must have been Talitha Quam, or Quam Talitha, you know, which would have been interpreted Talitha arise. Okay? But I speak as a man, you know. But it says here, straightway the damsel arose. So immediately, as soon as Yahushua said, yo, get up, she got up, man. Okay? So it says here, and he walked and walked, for she was of an age of 12 years. And they were astonished with a great astonishment. And he charged them straitly that no man should know it. And he commanded that something should be given her to eat. Okay, so at the end of the day, Yahweh Shai, in that chapter, there are 3 instances, or maybe the man that was plagued with demons, the ruler of the synagogue, that his daughter came back to life, and the woman that had a blood issue for the past 12 years. All these people have been healed. Okay, but again, there were in the midst of all these things happening, there were a lot of people who did not believe. A lot of unbelief in Jerusalem. Okay, even to this day, man. You got the brothers out there in the highways and byways pushing forth the word. You got the prophecies happening in their faces, but still they refuse to hearken unto the words of the Lord, man. Okay, but for those that understand and that know that this is the truth, as Yahweh said unto that man, fear not, but only believe, because through our faith we can obtain salvation. What is our victory? Our victory is our faith in Yahweh Shai, our faith in the words of the Lord, our faith in the fact that He will not make any of His word will not return unto Him void. So as He said, He will do it. He will destroy this kingdom and exalt His people over the world, man. Okay. So Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. It was a beautiful chapter. Read it for yourself. Read it for yourself. I hope this was edifying. Tawada Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for putting the spirit in me to come out here on the Sabbath and push forth the word, man. It's a beautiful day. I hope you brothers and sisters enjoyed your Sabbath, man. All right? That being said, I'd like to give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rachak Kwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Kwam Yashala, DT Ababa Bal. Until next lesson, Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom.